By controlling our actions, we can observe their consequences almost immediately. But thoughts also affect our lives as much as our actions. Whatever thoughts we send out into the world, they come back as a boomerang. About the law of boomerangs, or the law of attraction, that like attracts like. This law has another interesting nuance. When we think about something, it's as if more similar thoughts are attracted to our head. You start thinking about something that upsets you, and the more you think, the more upset you get. The fact is that when you think about the same thing for a certain period of time, the law of attraction immediately brings you a lot of similar thoughts. You get so many such sad thoughts in a short period of time that the situation in your mind becomes even worse. The more you think about it, the more upset you get. Or maybe you experienced the attraction of such thoughts just by hearing some song, and then couldn't get it out of your head for a long time. The song keeps playing over and over in your brain. You may not even have noticed it, but you focused your attention and thoughts on it. As a result, you began to powerfully attract similar thoughts to yourself. So the law of attraction did its work and began to remind you of that song over and over again. Our job is to hold the thoughts of what we want. We need to be absolutely clear on what we want. That's how we activate this attraction mechanism. You become what you think about most, and you attract what you think about most. Your life now is not only the result of your actions, but also a reflection of your past thoughts. Because you attract what you think about most, it's very easy to determine what thoughts about each aspect of life have been prevalent in your head. After all, more often than not, it is their embodiment that a person ends up with. A thought has its own frequency. If you think about the same thing over and over again, if you picture in your mind how you get a new car, start your own company, find a partner for life, then you are constantly emitting a certain mental frequency. Simply put, when you think, your thoughts fly into the universe on this frequency. Anything that is on the same frequency and sent out into the world goes back to its source, and the source is you. The workings of thoughts can be pictured this way. We know that the TV tower transmits signals on a certain frequency, and those signals turn into a video sequence on the TV screen. Even if many of us don't understand how it works, everyone knows that each channel has its own frequency, and that when we tune into it, we see images on the screen. By switching channels, we select a frequency and get an image transmitted on that channel. If we want to see something else on our television, we change the channel and tune in to the new frequency. You are a living transmitting station, and far more powerful than any built on Earth. You are the most powerful transmitter in the universe. The waves you emit create your life, create your layer of the world. Your signal flies farther than cities and countries. It ends up in every corner of the universe, and you broadcast this signal with your reactions and thoughts. The frequencies of your mental radiation materialize into a picture of your life. Your thoughts create a certain frequency, attract more similar thoughts at that frequency, and then come back to you as pictures in your life. If you want to change something in your life, change the channel, tune into a different frequency by changing your reactions and thoughts. More often than not, people don't have what they want because they think more about what they don't want. Try to observe yourself at least during the day. What do you think about? What are you talking about? And the law of attraction is working even when you do not remember about it. When you think about what you want by focusing your attention, the law of attraction eventually gives it to you. If you focus on something you don't want, like just not being late for an important meeting, the law of attraction doesn't understand that you don't want it. It brings back what you are thinking about, and it appears in your life. And in this example, The thought is focused on being late. The law of attraction is not designed to distinguish between want and don't want. When you focus on anything, you are calling it into reality. The moment you fix your thoughts on what you want and hold that focus, you are calling forth what you want, as if you were placing an order with the universe. But that order does not take into account negation. The law of attraction always works, whether you believe in it or not, whether you understand it or not. You create your own life through your thoughts and reactions, and so does every human being. This law is not put into action only by your knowledge of it. It's been in effect throughout your life. As Vadim Zeland writes, while reality is unconscious, it is not controlled, it happens. But now that you are aware of the cause and effect relationship of your thoughts and subsequent events, you can choose your own lifeline. What you think about now creates your future life. You create your own life with your thoughts. What you think about most, what you focus on most, will emerge and become a reality in your life. And another useful note, if you complain about something, the law of attraction will draw more situations into your life to complain about. The universe reflects and returns to you exactly what you focus your thoughts on. You now have the power to change the events of your life if you change the way you think.